Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is our seventh lecture. The topic is valuation of shares. The value of a share is the present value of all future cash inflows to be received by the investor. Cash inflows expected to be received are dividends and the price to be received at the time of sale of shares. The cash inflows are only two. The investor, when invests in the shares, always receive dividend, which is declared by the company. And when he sells his share, the sale price is received. To understand the concept, it is a very simple model, 1 year model. An investor keeping the stock for only 1 year, the value of stock would be P0 is equal to D1 over 1 plus R raised to the power 1 plus P1 over 1 plus R raised to the power 1, where P0 is the value of stock at the beginning of the year and P1 the value of stock at the year end, and dividend received in 1 year, that is D1, and R is equal to required rate of investor. Here is an example of 1 year model. Mr. Aslam is going to purchase stock A on January 1st, 2001. If the dividend for the year is expected to be ₹5 and the market price at the year end or end of the year is expected to be ₹60 and the investor's required rate of return is 12%, the value of stock P0 is the same formula which was given. I have quoted here, and put the values D1 ₹5, P1 ₹60, required rate 12%. It comes to ₹58.3. In case of common stock, there is no maturity. The real model, because common stock has no maturity. When a person purchases share of a company, the company does not return that. Only you can sell or purchase shares from the stock market or from other markets. Otherwise, you can purchase from the company, but you cannot return that. It is a general case. Though no maturity, the valuation model is defined as P0 is equal to summation T is equal to 1 to infinity dt over 1 plus R raised to the power t. It means dt. D ranges from 1 to infinity, D1, D2, D3, D4, 5, 6 up to infinity. 1 plus R raised to the power t. 1 plus R raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. No one can know the value of dividend up to infinity, because according to the circumstances, the values of dividend will be changing. For example, the company maintains constant dividend for 5 years, then changes up to infinity. Infinity is a long period. No one can know what is the value of dividends up to infinity. So this model cannot be solved. News. Growth in dividends. There are three types of growth in dividend. Those are zero growth, constant growth, supernormal growth. When these growths in dividends are known, then we can solve the model for this. Now we come to the zero growth model. There are three types of growth. One is the three types of growth of dividend. The zero growth model, then equal growth, continuous growth model, and the supernormal growth model. First is zero growth model. In case of zero growth, D0 is equal to D1, D2, D3 because there is no growth in dividend. Therefore, dividend is equal from 0 year to infinity. Therefore, valuation model is P0 is equal to T is equal to 1 to infinity dt plus 1 plus RT. dt is equal to throughout the duration of the company. Because d is the same up to infinity, it is perpetuity. The formula reduces to P0 is equal to d over r. To calculate the value of a share when the dividend is equal throughout the life or there is a zero growth, P0 is equal to d over r. Rate. Dividend over required rate. Example, if D is equal to ₹6 and R is equal to 12%, the value of share is P0 is equal to D over R, 6 over 0.12 is equal to ₹50. The next is constant growth model. In this case, the dividend grows at a constant rate year by year, so that Dn is equal to D0 into 1 plus G raised to the power n. The P0 is equal to D0 plus D0 into 1 plus G over R minus G. For 1 year, it will become D1, R minus G. This formula is called Gordon growth model. In this formula, R is always greater than G. D0 is the dividend at the end of the last year. These are the two conditions with this. Here is an example. AB and ABC Limited paid ₹5 dividend per share on its common stock at the end of the last year. If the dividend growth rate is 8% and investors' required rate is 12%, the value of stock is P0 is equal to the same formula. We put the values ₹5 into 1 plus growth rate of G over R minus G. It comes to ₹135. The third growth model is supernormal growth. The third growth model is the supernormal growth. Firms may encounter growth faster than that of economy during their part of life, then it falls to normal. मैं इसको उर्दू में आपको बताऊं कि कुछ कंपनियां काम शुरू करती हैं तो एकदम जो है उनका प्रॉफिट बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है, जिससे वो बड़े डिविडेंड देते हैं और वो डिविडेंड जो है अगले साल जैसे इस साल हुआ कुछ 20% फिर बढ़ गया और 20% बढ़ गया और 20% बढ़ गया या 30% 25% बढ़ गया। लेकिन जिस वक्त वो चीज़ जो उन्होंने बनाई थी उसने बहुत ज़्यादा जो यानी डिमांड थी वो ख़त्म हो गई, तो फिर वो नॉर्मल प्रोसेस पे आ जाती है। जो नॉर्मल ग्रोथ इकानमी में होती है वही फिर जैसे 5% 6% 4% पे आ जाती है, फिर वो फॉर एवर रहती है। तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को हल करने के लिए देखिए, हियर इज एन एग्जांपल, ABC Limited's dividends are expected to grow at a rate of 20% for 3 years. 3 साल तक वो 20% के हिसाब से बढ़ रहे हैं। After that the growth rate falls to normal rate of 5%. इसके बाद वो forever के लिए 5% हो गया। The dividend paid last period was ₹5. Investors' required rate is 10%. Find the value of a stock. Now the solution model is P0 is equal to this ₹5 dividend, 20% growth in first year, rate of required 10% plus again 20% and the rate same, then again 20%, power 1, power 2, power 3. Period, as the period is increasing, 20% dividend is increasing. Then it comes to 5%. Then we will Gordon model apply and this dividend into 5% over required rate minus growth rate. And this is in third year. Then it to take it to present value, it is divided by 1 point. Now calculate this. This will be 6, same is 7.2, 64, 8.64, and when you calculate this, it is 181.44. Now calculate the present value. This comes to this, and the price of a share is 154.21.